Once upon a time, there was a good and humble Aztec Indian man named Juan Diego, who lived in Cuautitlán, in what is now Mexico. He just recently converted into Catholic faith, and every morning he would wake up at dawn, walk 15 miles to daily mass. One fine morning, as Juan passed by a large hill named Tepeyac, he heard some beautiful music that made him stop in his tracks. Then he heard a woman's voice say clearly, "Juan, little Juan Diego." He immediately climbed the hill, at the top of which he found a beautiful lady dressed like an Indian princess. She smiled at him and let him know she was the ever-virgin Mother of God, and that she desired that he go to the bishop and tell him that a church should be built in the place where she stood. Juan was unsure whether a big important man like the bishop would listen to a small and lowly Indian like him. But the beautiful lady encouraged him, so Juan did as he was told, and met with the bishop on 2 separate visits. But as he had feared, the good bishop was cautious about believing him. The bishop asked Juan to ask the lady for a sign. Juan relayed this message to Our Lady, and she told him to return the next morning, and she would give him a sign for the bishop. But the next morning, Juan's uncle was very sick. In fact, Juan feared that his uncle might die. Instead of meeting the lady, as he had requested, Juan hurried to find a priest, so his uncle could receive the sacrament one last time before he died. But as he had passed by the Tepeyac Hill, Juan again saw the lady and apologized for not meeting her as promised, and told her he was very sick and he was on his way to get a priest. The lady then said, "My little son, and do not be distressed. Am I not here with you? Am I not your mother? Are you not under my shadow and protection? Your uncle will not die at this time. There is no reason for you to engage a priest, for his health is restored at this moment. He is quite well. Go to the top of the hill and cut the flowers that are growing there. Bring them to me." It was winter and too cold for flowers to grow, but Juan did as he was told. There, at the top of the hill, he had found the most beautiful flowers he had ever seen. He quickly cut them and brought them back to Mary, who arranged them with her own hands in his tilma. She then thanked him to show the bishop the sign he had requested and reminded him of her desire that the church be built. Juan, eager to show the bishop the beautiful sign, stood away. Standing before the bishop and all the important ambassadors, Juan proudly opened his tilma to show them the miraculous flowers. The beautiful flowers fell before the bishop, and the bishop and ambassadors gasped and fell to their knees in reverent awe. But it was not the flowers that they were looking at. They were looking at Juan's tilma. Confused, Juan looked down at his tilma as well. There, printed miraculously, was the image of the beautiful lady that he had seen on Tepeyac Hill. The bishop had his sign. Juan later learned from his uncle that while he was gone, a beautiful woman surrounded by a soft glow had cured him from his sickness. She told his uncle, "Call me and call my image Santa Maria de Guadalupe." The image of Our Lady of Guadalupe remains miraculously preserved on Juan's tilma, which is on display in the cathedral that was built on site of the apparition. Millions of people visit it every year. It has been studied by many church officials and scientists who all agreed that it could not have been made by human hands at the time that Juan Diego lived. Devotion to Our Lady of Guadalupe has spread far and wide since it first appeared to Juan Diego nearly 500 years ago.